It was awesome. It's always the best time summer for our coaching staff when we get a chance to get the vets back, and it's kind of like I would imagine in parenting, everyone says how good grandkids are, and when the grandkids come over, for us, it's kids, grandkids, however you want to say it, but to see them mentor our current players, that's really cool, and that's a big reason why we're successful is not only what the players have done to help build the program, but the fact that they continue to come back, pour into Baylor basketball, culture, joy, and Tweety Carter really took it to another level this year as far as just organizing a great itinerary for the vets, and hopefully this will keep continuing. I think we had 7 guys that played in the NBA back. And then a couple, nowadays you got someone with 2 and 3 kids, that changes things, and this is their off season, so it's a sacrifice to come back.
Is Lace still playing?
Lace was on fire yesterday in the Farrell Center. So someone said it might be the last time the vets ever play in the Farrell Center, and Lace wanted to go out with a bang. So his stroke still works. In fact, I think now that he's married, a family, he's eating better, he's sleeping better, and he looks like he's 4 years younger. So he's really playing well and still having a great career overseas, and great how he's matured and developed over the years.
Being the guys in the pros, how nice was it to see 2 guys in Jared and Kendall get another contract?
Yeah, nowadays everybody just assumes if you ask high school players, probably 75% would tell you they're going to the NBA. Most college players tell you they're going to the NBA. It's great to have goals and dreams, but there's only 450 in the NBA. Now, they added another 2-way contract, which puts in another 30. But it's still, I mean, it's a game, and there's only 5 on the court. So it's hard to have those opportunities. And both of them, Kendall coming off an injury last year, the Pacers really loved his character, his work ethic, and even though he was injured, the fact that they wanted to bring him back and see the upside and potential with him is great. And I know he's been working hard. And Jared, it's a great situation. OKC did a great job in helping him continue to develop, improve. But the Wizards have a great playing time opportunity, and with Tyus Jones there, that's Coach Nunes' cousin. So that'll be great to have him help mentor him. Tyus is a great young man and someone we recruited, and then his other cousin, Trey, helped and is good friends with Jeremy Sohan with the Spurs.
Tell us about this upcoming trip. I mean, you guys have gone on these kind of things before. Does it help when you do have, obviously, new players coming in to try to, get a little court time before the season?
Yeah, so when players aren't robots, and the more that they like one another, the more to bond one another, it's just like when you have those family gatherings, the closer the family is, the better they are, right? If you got a family gathering, it could be in a multi-million-dollar pavilion. If you don't get along, you don't want to be there. And like these kind of activities bring teams closer together, and that's why you only get them 1 out of 4 years. I mean, it's a great opportunity and actually our guys going to get a class experience and a credit hour over there, and learn some things about the European culture and the French culture, but at the same time, bond as a team, and that's really critical nowadays when you have so much change. And used to be your teammates for 3-4 years, now your teammates for 1 year. So the quicker you can spend time, and you can't just do that on the court, it needs to be off the court time, and these kind of trips allow that.
How much French have you been learning, Coach?
Oui is about my extent, so.
Scott, so you mentioned the once every 4 years, so the Canada trip did not.
No, that was different because we represented the USA team. So that's why if you represent the USA, it's a big advantage and big opportunity to again. And then with the foreign tour, you get the 10 practices, and those additional practices just put you ahead of just be like with football, just opened up. If they had an additional 2 weeks, basically, it just puts you further ahead of everybody else.
How hard is it to get 18 to 22-year-olds to balance a trip to France between a little bit of vacation, but also, kind of a work trip where you got to bond a little bit on the
Well, I think the bonding's really easy because those meals take 2 and 3 hours. So, and they're not always on their phones because the time changed and everything. So, the pace and just being in a foreign country makes you more present. When you're in the States, everything, I mean, we have it so down to in and out. And usually, if you go watch six teenagers or 20-year-olds dinner, probably 5 of them are on their phone and the 6th one's looking for it.
What do you expect from some of your new guys?
Well, I think playing against the Vets was a great time for us to just see how they would do outside of practice. In practice, sometimes you're going against the same players, so you can't see as much. And it was really good for, the guards to be able to go against and learn from Davion and Jared, King McClure. The group that was back and able to talk to him, Lace Dunn. And then the wings had Torian Ish. You had Tall T, Terrence Thomas still getting around. And then the bigs had Perry and Corey and Freddie Gillespie, Kevin Rogers. And so just those guys having opportunities to learn from them, play against them. And then from that, the Vets are able to spend time talking to them about what they need to do in the Big 12, what they remember about in the Big 12, what they remember about in college, and things they wish they knew. And in the Bible, you can't be a prophet in your own town. And a lot of times, coaches will say one thing, but if you get a former player to say it, it means something a lot more different, and that's really important.
Coach, what are you hoping that the players take away from a trip like this?
Well, I think first we'll get a couple games in, and so we're going to play 2 games. We're going to play 20, 60 minutes in those, so it'll be like a game and a half, so everybody will get plenty of time to play. At the same time, a lot of them have never been to France or been to that part of Europe, so a chance to grow culture-wise and then experience that. And then the big thing is get a chance to spend time with each other when you're away from family, friends, loved ones, or everything that they normally do here, girlfriends, whatnot, and you're just with a group of guys. You're able to eat with the team, spend time with different guys, and those memories and bonds hopefully carry over to the up-and-coming season.
You've got so many newcomers. Can you talk about maybe what you've seen from each of those and kind of what they bring?
You got a roster?
I actually haven't pulled up, so that you don't miss anybody. Let's start with Myro.
So Miro is somebody that I wish was here all summer, but he has a great opportunity playing with the Finnish national team. So he's been in and out. He did get injured his hand, so that limited what he was able to do here. And he'll miss the first scrimmage in Finland. But after that, he'll play with the Finnish national team, which is great competition. And everybody's in the World Cup trying to get to the Olympics, trying to get a good seed. So that's a great experience for him and something really important to him, which is great. Jaden, somebody that I know Davion really respected his defensive intensity and tenacity and really identified with that. So that's a good thing. And Jaden's somebody also offensively that can shoot the 3 and get to the rim, and somebody that's really wants to grow, learn, a sponge, really coachable. Jacoby, for a freshman, you wouldn't know he's a freshman from the standpoint. Physically, he's not as developed as he will be in 3, 4, 5 years, obviously, but he'll throw his body around. He'll try to be physical. Does a great job in having a good feel for the game as far as when to shoot, when to pass, when to cut. Tries on the defensive end. Does a great job rebounding. Really somebody that, again, looks like he's been in college for 3 or 4 years as far as how he plays. Ray J's, I think he had 1 turnover and I don't know how many 20-minute games. So really moves the ball well, is like in football, because you guys are covering football now, you don't want those guys that make two great touchdown passes and throw two easy picks. And his ball security is tremendous. He knows how to make all the right reads. At the same time, he does a great job pitching ahead, involving people. But I don't know if you saw on Twitter, he's more athletic than people thought. Had a great dunk, and somebody that real mature and approaches the game like a pro.
The big guy that reclassified.
Yeah. So it's tough because it looks like Eve's,
Yeah.
but it's just think Adam and Eve. So Eve Missy, and Eve is somebody that physically is stronger than someone you would think that just reclassified up. He's got great athleticism. Defensively, he really alters and blocks shots, and rebounding wise, he does a great job. So he huge upside. He'll be a crowd favorite early on with some of his highlight dunks and blocks. But great young man as well. Great family. His brother just had a baby and played at Harvard. Works in I think Lloyd's of London in Paris. Other sister's a doctor, owns her own business. I mean, very successful family.
He's the one that knows French, right?
Yeah, so we're good when we're with him. Yeah. And John also knows French.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of Cameroon speak French. So Giannis he speaks French, but he will not be going on the trip. He tore his ACL, so he'll have surgery while we're gone. And he's actually Joel Embiid's cousin. And was just there at the wedding, and then came back, practice, and non-contact came down wrong, and just got you an alley-oop dunk, came down wrong and tore his ACL. So. Yeah, he's he's a walk-on from Mount Verde, and he's done a great job, and somebody that is talented. We've had walk-ons turn into Freddie Gillespie, Mark Shepard's, and somebody that a very good student, very hardworking, and talented.
Coach, wanted to know your thoughts on Colorado officially joining the Big 12 once again.
I loved "we're back" or "welcome back" or whatever the tweet was, and I know anything that strengthens the Big 12, and we have complete. People ask me my thoughts, and I just have to stay in my lane. I know Mac and Linda do an unbelievable job, and the commissioner Brett Yormark is doing a great job in being aggressive and putting us in the best position. And there's no doubt people that we go back 10, 15 years, and you're wondering what the Big 12 is going to be. Those thoughts and memories are long gone, because clearly you'd be a top 3, top 4 conference for sure.
I guess off of that, what do you remember about going to play in Boulder and the atmosphere of Laser basketball?
I remember in the locker room they have something like 7,600 feet. You can't work out with doctor's consent. You're like, can we cover that up? Because we really don't need the players reading that before we play. But other than the sign, I mean, who doesn't like going to Colorado, especially right now? I think all of us would like to go up there. So, but Tad's done a great job with the program. They might win the Pac-12 this year. I know some people are picking them to do that, and he's really done a great job. And I know football. You go back to Coach McCartney days, great tradition.
Did you hold the court at Rucker Park?
Did I what?
Did you hold the court at
Yeah.
Rucker Park?
But Big 12 did an amazing job putting that all together. The only thing is they probably should have had a dome put on top for the rain. And it didn't just rain. I mean, it came down. So that was the only downside of the whole day. But it was really well organized, a lot of good media coverage, and it was a great event. And again, our commissioner, whenever he does something, does it first class.
Is there one of these 5 new venues in the league, including Colorado, next summer that you're more excited about going to than the other ones?
You know, the one I'm most excited about is the new pavilion that'll be open in January. That's the one I can't wait to get to. So the others, Cincinnati's the only one I personally haven't. Nope, been there too. So, been to all of them, and the new pavilion's the only one we haven't been to.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.